Tonight I want to introduce you to a little girl named Panchita. In the summer of 1984, as Los Angeles was blossoming, an 8-year-old little girl was about to embark on a life-changing journey with her siblings by her side. Her parents, seeking to escape her father's violent past and the turmoil of family in Albuquerque, New Mexico, packed their long white station wagon filled with the hopes and dreams for a better life. Leaving behind familiar faces and painful memories, they set off toward the sunny coast of California, eager for a brighter future and new beginnings. However, the promise of a better life swiftly dimmed. The man who had tried so hard to escape his wounded past became the very source of her family's nightmares. The father she once trusted transformed into the unexplainable, and what should have been a safe place turned into a prison of fear, torment, and despair. Panchita, once a bright-eyed little girl, experienced horrors that no child should ever suffer. Her hopes for a brighter future faded, consumed by the reality where no one escaped the shadows that have invaded her home. Haunted by the demons of his past, her father's fury erupted in brutal outbursts, expressing his rage in ways that were beyond comprehension. He resorted to violence with extension cords, bats, and shovels, anything to instill fear. Her little soul screamed for mercy, as she often bore bruises of deep wounds. There are even moments when the blows were so severe, they knocked her unconsciously. But even in those darkest moments, when she lay unconscious, she never lost hope, often whispering to herself, "God, I'm going to get out of here one day, and I'm going to survive this." Her mother, already overwhelmed by her own struggles with the extreme abuse, often became a ghost in her own home, physically present but mentally absent. This left Panchita burdened with responsibilities beyond her years, forcing her to take on the role of nurturer and caretaker to her 3 younger siblings. Despite the heavy burden of responsibility, Panchita's resilience grew in the darkness of her mother's pain. As she wore the mantle of caregiver, she masked the deep ache in her heart, that constant reminder of her mother's struggle that created an emotional void, leaving her feeling isolated and alone. Yet beneath her brave facade, she wrestled with feelings of abandonment and rejection that hung like a cloud, haunting her every step. Learning to navigate in the chaos and the uncertainty of daily life demanded a maturity beyond her years. Each act of love became a rebellion against the despair that threatened her and her siblings. With every hardship she faced, she carved a path of hope, not just for herself, but for all of them. Although her body was broken, her spirit remained unbroken, a fierce protector in the trial of suffering. Panchita endured the brutal reality of abuse for 11 long years, a reality that profoundly shaped her understanding of love, trust, and survival. The very guardians meant to protect her betrayed her trust. As she grew, her identity turned. No longer was she merely a sister, a daughter, a nurturer. Panchita was now being subjected to repeated sexual abuse by her father, exploiting her innocence for his own pleasure daily. She became trapped in the distorted understanding of womanhood, an existence where she was seen not through the lens of love and safety, but as a vessel for someone else's pleasure. The twisted reality that her worth was measured by her ability to fulfill others' desires, leaving her longing for genuine connection, love, and respect. She battled with the weight of the expectations and struggled to reclaim her sense of self among the manipulation and domination. At 18, Panchita's world was shattered, and the last of her innocence vanished when she had become pregnant with her father's child and was forced into going to an abortion clinic by her mother and father, where she felt confused, scared, and most of all, ashamed. It was at that moment she realized that life was precious, and she and her unborn child were innocent victims of a horrific situation. Tragically, her sister would soon find herself facing the same fate. Then came the pivotal moment. After the abortion, after enduring years and unimaginable suffering, Panchita eventually reached the turning point where she declared, "Enough is enough." This courageous decision marked the beginning of a new chapter, one where she refused to accept the cycle of pain any longer. With bravery, she sought help, not just for herself, but for her siblings, leading to her father's arrest and opening the door to healing, freedom, and a brighter future. On September 29th, 1994, Panchita's dad was finally convicted of 9 counts of lewd acts with a child under the age of 14. I stand before you tonight as Frances, the little girl known as Panchita, embracing the experiences that have shaped me. My life is a beautiful design crafted by divine hands, shaped by trials and experiences, breaking the cycle of hurt, paving the way for my children and grandchildren to live in grace and love and free from bitterness and open to healing. Forgiveness is more than just an act. It is a legacy of strength that I aim to pass down, inspiring my family to embrace their journeys in courage and in faith. Tonight, I stand in victory, embracing love and compassion, proving that healing is possible for everyone. As I walk this path of forgiveness and healing, I am reminded of the little girl within me who yearned for the love and understanding. I want to take a moment to speak directly to her and offer her the comfort and wisdom I have gained along the way. So I invite you to listen as I read a letter to my younger self, a letter filled with love, hope, and the promise of resilience. Dear Panchita, oh sweet girl, how I love you. Do you know how beautiful you are? I want to say sorry that your childhood was taken from you, that your innocence was shattered, and that when you had tears in your eyes, no one came to rescue you. You faced really tough times, and sometimes it felt like everything was too much to handle. But don't forget to dance and laugh because it's your favorite thing to do. Those moments of joy are gifts from God that will help you shine even on the hardest days. And remember, God can heal you and bring you comfort in ways that you never thought possible. I know things can be really tough sometimes, but being brave means it's okay to share how you feel. You're a warrior of faith, and God hears your tears. He loves you so much, and He sees what you're going through. He wants to help you, and He has a special plan just for you and only you, even if that's hard for you to see right now. One day, You will be a wonderful mom and a grandma. Your grandchildren will laugh with you, filling your heart with joy. And when you look into their eyes, you will see hope, a reflection of God's dreams, God's dreams God planted in your heart as a little girl. You'll promise them that the cycle of sadness will stop with you. Please don't forget that your worth comes with inside, a special gift from God that nobody can take from you. Know that every challenge you face helped you grow into a kind and loving person, just like God intended. Surround yourself with good friends who lift you up and remind you of your worth. Panchita, you will make it. Keep going, because you have a great purpose, and there are others out there who need you and need to hear your story. You are strong, you are brave, and your journey will inspire many. I love you so much, Francis.